my obsession with candy. I can tell you all that my cotton candy obsession, even though I still have it, I do not enjoy the cotton candy machine I bought, which is what started all this. I mean, yeah, it's going home. It's up here, but you have to clean it every day. And you know what? That thing's not the easiest thing to clean. And who wants to clean it just to make one thing of cotton candy? So until the retreat, it's probably going to go home and go back up on the freezer because I do not like cleaning it. And it takes a while to clean that thing. And then when you clean it, it's all sticky. And I couldn't even imagine being the person at the county fair making that cotton candy in the heat, in the humidity, because remember, sometimes those people that make that, they have that those strands or strings of cotton candy attached to their arms, and I would just want to itch. So this one's going to be a little bit different. This is Mrs. Snowman. So she's not going to have a hat. We're going to I'm not going to dress her up, but she's going to be more of a I always picture my female snowmen as beauticians. I don't know why. I guess it's because every time I get a hair dryer to paint, it's always a Mrs. Frosty with her hair curlers and stuff. So, and they sell right away because, you get a lot of beauticians come to the craft shows. Okay, so we're just going to give her some earmuffs here. So, usually I will base coat. If I were you guys, I kind of didn't have time to let the white dry. I should have given a base coat of white first and then the pink, but kind of in a hurry tonight. And I've been on Pinterest. I've got lots of ideas, Jamie, too. I need to have my husband do a kind of like a storefront. I don't know if that'll happen or not because he went and stocked up on wood today. But look at these. I'll tell you, I forgot to show you these. These are at Dollar General. They're $3. And I don't know if you want a food truck, but mine are going to be food trucks. So one will be a cotton candy one, and one will be something else. So that's another project I hope to get done. Donna, that is a perfect idea. That's right. I just want all the food. That's all I want. Teresa, yeah, Dollar General. Oh, Luann, you already do up your cows? Why aren't you selling those on the marketplace? I bet those, of course, Luann, here's Luann. She's signing up to be on the virtual home decor marketplace. She's in the hospital giving birth, putting her Wednesday post up. Now that's pretty much dedication, isn't it? That you're worried about getting your item put up on the post before it opens on Wednesday. So you're kind of laying in labor and delivery, putting a post up. Luann, you get the award for the strangest place that a person will put their sale post. Okay, so let's shade her. Oh, shader rep. Oh, Luann, you need to be selling those things. And our audience is hot right now. I got another message today from someone who ended up selling her last piece on her replay. But of course, she has a 4-week-old baby, and so, and then her last sale, she had to sell out, and so she's got all these floral arrangements to do and special orders to do, and there's just not enough time in the day for anybody to get it all done. You know, with that farmhouse glam, I bet you would do really well with that. And Chris is doing really well on her site, glamming up all those animals. And she'll be here. Oh, I think we go live on the 24th. Okay, so you know me, I usually shade in brown or gray or even blue. I want her, I'm kind of enjoying watching Chris on her lives do some glamorous stuff. So this lady is going to kind of pop. I want her to match the colors that I'm doing for Christmas. So this is what Brittany and I are going to do. I never get a chance to sell anymore, and I really miss it. So we are over on the marketplace. We are having our big Christmas in July sale coming up, which is going to be here before you know it. And Brittany and I are going to sell in it. So all of these projects that I'm making here, that's why I got to go live, because I'd never get it done otherwise. We're going to make a display up, and we're just going to start adding. She's going to make some special Christmas faux food. I'll be making these projects and a few others, and then we're going to go live on the marketplace and kick off the Christmas in July sale, and I'll actually have inventory made up by then. So, and then nothing will be available. You have to kind of come over to the marketplace to buy it, and so I think it will be fun. We've been talking the last couple weeks about how close our Christmas and July sales are getting. We've been talking about it so much, Marianne has even started painting. Remember Marianne, you guys? For those of you over there, she had all the spoons and the pot lids, and you guys loved all of her stuff. She is working now. I was getting kind of worried about her. She's been kind of slacking here these days, but she's finally picking it up, and so I'm anxious. Yeah, I still want to do a little bit of summer, and I don't want to wish away my summer because I'm ready for it, but man, I'm really kind of excited about Christmas this year. Or, you know, you guys could just start buying it in May and we could just start it early. That's always an option. Because I can guarantee you, as good as the crafters are, last July, we have been doing sales well, we didn't do them every weekend in August and September last year, I don't think. But now we do them every single weekend. And I can guarantee you these ladies better have a lot of product made, because you guys bought a lot of it last year. Oh, you got some, oh. I know you're working hard on all those orders. Oh, good night, Sandra. Yeah, it comes awfully early. These would be cute lit up. Hi, Sandy. And we got to get Sandy back to painting. Kathy, I'm glad you're feeling better. And I did get your message, and I am going to take you up on that offer. Sandy is somebody that I have followed. If any of you on here are on Pinterest, Sandy is the primitive skate. And I followed her for years. And then when she asked to join my membership group, I was like starstruck. I was like, you want to be in my group? I want to be in your group. So if you go to Pinterest and click on the primitive skate, she's the one who inspired me to paint on all the irregular stuff. Her and the square nail, which is Mary Palmer, also inside my group. Oh, and I know, Tracy, we've got to talk her in. It's just, she is so good. I keep telling her, you could give up your job. And you know, the worst part is I haven't even been able to get a piece off of her because she sells it and then I don't get anything. And I really need something from her. So. And I'm sorry, Tracy, I asked for a cow and I haven't went to my PayPal yet today, but I will. I'm bad about that. Well, thank you, Kathy. Yes, I started 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I have this big publicity thing that I want to do, and it's going to take some manpower. That's for sure. Okay, so I'm just dabbing in some red. You can see all I've used so far is red, pink, and white. And I don't really want to add too much more color to it. I want it to stay pretty much pink. Tracy! You weren't supposed to do that. I kind of cheated, and I kind of told a few people, but I shouldn't have told anybody, but Tracy was nice enough. I had to teach last night, so I couldn't watch her sail, and she does some really cute Highland cow blocks. Tracy, put a picture of your Highland cow in the comments. You guys got to see these cows. They are amazing. Hi, Joyce. I like the pink too. And once it gets the glitter on it, it's really going to look cute. I need some silver though, and I don't know if I've got silver. I do. I got the proper brush. Oh, good. And my brush is got paint in it. Great. Let's see. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to use this. I'm going to have to use this. I can't. I got to, let me open a new paintbrush. Okay, so my 30/0s, you know this is like opening a Christmas present on Christmas when I get to open these. The Master Touches from Hobby Lobby. Uh, it's like when you were a kid and you got to use those first few crayons out of your Crayola box and you didn't have to sharpen them and you were the coolest kid because you got the 64, was it the 64 count box where you got your own crayon sharpener, and so you were so cool and you were kind of showing off to those that's kind of mean back then, wasn't it? That was mean. Kind of showing off, and of course then I would get overzealous, and you know how you then break the tips off of the crayons, and then it was like, ugh. Christy, look at all those little deco art bottles. Actually, I had these for a long time. I've never sent, after I was accepted, I'm supposed to go in and sign all the things and sign up, but I haven't done that yet. So I can still safely say that Home Depot's where it's at. Thank you, Renee. I know, and if your mom didn't buy the one with the sharpener because she was trying to save money, it was not the same. And I used to love my crayons, and I would hate it if my brother or sister would get in them and then they put the color so that they don't go from lilac to light purple to dark purple. Maybe that's where my joy of painting came from, was my new box of crayons and seeing the pretty colors. Okay, I really don't want a whole lot of pink or orange in this. Or the new bottle of rubber cement and that smell. Oh, I love the smell of rubber cement. I don't even think kids use that anymore, do they? And then it was always so fun, and you thought you were so cute when you made your rubbery boogers and kind of acted like they were in your nose, and then like acting like you were eating them, and you could tease your brother and sister like that. I was even bad as a kid with the jokes and the goofy crap. That was pretty bad. But you guys know you all did it. You know you had that rubber cement and you were sitting there putting it out and trying to make as much as you could. Yeah, now they have glue sticks. They don't get that joy of the rubber cement. I'm sure they probably still make that, don't they? Might have to. Oh man, I could get porter good. Oh, I could get porter really good. I might have to go find some rubber cement. Oh, you guys, I could have got I shouldn't even say that. I could get you next year. Wouldn't that have been good? Because, you know, I like my April Fool's jokes. If I'd went and got a bottle of cement and I'd put one in my nose and you guys could all sit there wondering if you should say anything to me or not. And you'd be like, oh my God, should I type it? Or they'd be calling Brittany saying, Brittany, tell your mom. She's got one in her nose. It needs to come out. That would have been a good one. You used to have to write their names on the crayons. I don't think I ever went that far. Erin, you haven't used it in a long time? Oh, that was some fun stuff. And then to try to make the super balls with it. Or the white paste. And don't tell me that you guys didn't eat your white paste. It was something minty about the white school paste. I mean, you didn't eat it by the spoonfuls or anything, but I did eat school paste. Oh, the copy machine, the ditto paper. I forgot about that. Yes, the ditto paper. We used to be able to buy it in the, remember we used to have vending machines where you could buy notebooks and pens and paper? Oh, the joy of a new brush. For 4 kids, oh my gosh. Oh my. Yeah, I was weird. You didn't like to lick the glue? Or you didn't go to school with, remember when rock salt was really popular and you took a piece of rock salt during the winter and you sucked on salt during school like a cow? Cheryl, I ate paste in school. You didn't? You guys can't tell me that I'm the only one who ever ate the paste. It had a minty taste to it. Come on, and it was a while before we got to go to lunch sometimes. Oh. Okay. I know I'm not the only one that ate paste. And I know I'm not the only one that rolled those boogers out of the rubber cement. I know, because we all did that. We were always trying to gross each other out. No rock salt either? Oh my, you didn't eat rock salt either? Oh yeah. You took a couple pieces, well, you filled your pocket full of rock salt when you went to school. It's a wonder we didn't get sick doing that. And that was only in the winter when it was laying out. It's not like we ate rock salt all year long. Rock salt, and how many of you made the cinnamon sticks that were, cinnamon toothpicks that were so hot they burned your mouth? You ate the eraser tips. Oh my God. Christy, thank you for being honest. I was starting to feel like the oddball out over here. I'm just the only one who will admit that I did it. Come on, you guys. We all did that weird stuff. But okay, I'll give you credit if you didn't eat the rock. You didn't eat it. You didn't chomp on it. You just sucked on it during school, and you couldn't suck on it for very long because, you know, it didn't agree with you real well. You got caught eating dog food. You'd grow a tail. I know. They could lie to us, couldn't they? They could lie to us with a straight face, and we believed it every time. I had a cousin who had the curliest red hair, and I loved it. Yes, Fireball candy. You were tougher than me. I couldn't do the Fireball. I could do the Jolly Rancher cinnamon, but not the Fireball. So I had a cousin with the curliest red hair, long, beautiful. And I asked my mom one time why I couldn't have hair like that. And you know, I was one of those picky kids who wouldn't eat the crust on my bread. And I don't know, maybe I was eating a sandwich when I asked my mom why she had such pretty hair. And she told me it was because she ate the crust. That's a good idea, Debbie. Spread the paste onto the wax paper. Oops. And leave it in the desk overnight. Ah, see, Debbie ate paste. She just ate it dry. Come on, we were so bored in there. We didn't have anything better to do. That was a good one, Wendy. I gotta get my phone charger or I'm gonna lose you guys. Huh. Well, that was a new one. I never knew that you could do it like almond bark and eat it the next day. That was pretty genius. Where's my phone at? Bring my charger around here. You still don't eat the crust on your bread. Oh. I know. And then you'd make those darn cinnamon toothpicks even hotter. Oh, they could burn. And then you wrap them up in tinfoil and put them in your SOS jacket. How many of you had an SOS jacket? Or do you remember what an SOS jacket was? You know what? This girl, I'm going to stay with the silver. No, I need gold, don't I? Because the stand is gold. Hold on, I got to find some gold. Well, I don't have any gold, but I'm going to use this yellow ochre, and then when I find my gold, I'll change it up, but this is going to work for my gold. The SOS jacket was like it was plaid, and it was a boy's jacket, so that's what made it special in school. And it had 2 pockets up on top, and it was buttoned down. Nothing fancy at all. It was just, it wasn't really flannel. But you know, when we thought we were cool because we were at that age where we were starting to be able to wear pants to school. Because remember, up until 4th grade, you had to wear a dress. And then they started letting us wear pants to school. Well, then we were able to wear these boy type jackets, so we all wanted to look, yeah, not like the boys, but we wanted to be able to wear the white t-shirts. We were tired of those crappy old blouses button down that Mom had to iron before PE class all the time. So that's kind of what it reminded me of, was a boy's jacket. And then when we were able to wear the rounded toe sneakers compared to those white pointy toe sneakers that we had to wear for gym. Maybe I should have just had her have a whole gold. Let's see. Actually, this yellow is really turning out to look a lot lot like the gold. Yeah, it is going good. Super elastic plastic. I do not remember that, Janet. Kathy, I hate to watch the news. My husband does, and I know it may sound crazy, but I don't even want to know. I don't even let him tell me. I would rather not know, because it's so crappy that there's so many good things to do that why anybody would feel that, I don't know. That much hatred in them is just, I don't know, crazy, and I don't got time to give them any attention whatsoever. But I know if it was my stuff they were destroying, I would be very mad too. Isn't it crappy that people don't have anything better to do with their life? It must be a sad life. So, Click Clacks. Oh my gosh, I got a pair of Click Clacks. I got some Click Clacks and my mom hated them. She kept thinking that a piece would, don't you remember? You're going to hit those so hard and one of them's going to crack off and hit you in the eye and you're going to be blind for the rest of your life. Because I could get those clackers going pretty darn good. Well, my husband found a pair at a garage sale. I will see if he can find those and bring those to the reunion, because I told him, I said, do not store these. And he did. And when my husband stores something, I will never find it till the day he's passed. And I have to go through stuff because he likes to put it up. And when he puts something up, you never find it again. But yes, the clackers with the glass marble balls, those were cool. The bubbles. Yeah, that plastic stuff. Remember you put it in a straw and it came with those little straws and you blew it up? Yeah, those were pretty cool. Although they didn't give you enough stuff to really work with. Do these come apart? I doubt it. I did not try it since Marianne told me it was a boho look. So don't worry about it, because Marianne gave us an excuse why we don't have to take it off. And that's all I needed. When Marianne gives me advice, I listen. So, some of the time. I'd be better off if I listened all the time, but Marianne could have saved me a lot of time in my life. It looks just fine. Go back. Don't hit it with any more. You're good. Leave it. I'm sure her husband in the background was saying, what are you telling that girl to do? Well, she had it perfect, and now she's going to go back, and she's going to have to do it all over again. You know, it was amazing that we didn't end up in the ER with anything like that, because it was crazy. We did a lot of stupid stuff back then. I used to sunbathe in the eave part of the house, to where, you had that little part of the house that came up, and so you had a corner. Yeah, I'd crawl out my bedroom window, crawl up on the asphalt. My dad said, you're going to tear up my shingles and I'm going to have to re-roof the house. That's right, Marianne. And that Santa to this day is still not finished. But my record player found a good home. Jamie got my record player when we did the auction, so I had a lot of hours in that record player too. Oops, let's clean that off. You know what? Yeah, I think that's good. Let me find my little brush and now we'll have to come up for some titles for Mrs. Claus. And actually, I have to give that another coat, but what I need to do is decorate the back side as well, but we'll save that for another day. The wax lips, oh my gosh. Those had the best taste to them. I love the wax things. But then you chewed them so long and then they got hard. But yeah, those were the best. And the ones they make today are nothing like those were. I know, we had fun. Isn't it sad when I go walking my dogs and then I think, man, you know, families used to live here. Kids used to play out here on the street. You know, we'd be out till the lights came on or the whistle in town came on and playing. You don't see kids even outside. Just sad. You don't see neighbors out talking. It's barren out there. Yes, the wax paper bottles. Wax, not paper. Those little bottles that, come on, they could have made them a little bit bigger and given us a little bit more juice. Yard darts with those spikes, those things, yeah. Those were pretty dangerous. My husband found a good set at an auction one time, but then he wouldn't let my kids play with them because he was worried. But our parents played with them. Yep. Riding with no hands on our bikes, and remember when you could ride backwards where you sat with your butt towards the front? I was never that coordinated to get that one done, but I could ride without my hands on the bike, on the handlebars. Yes, the little stilts, like walking. Oh yeah, the little yellow cups, and yeah, those were fun. You know what? I need to make those for Paisley. And our banana seats. I loved my banana seat. I found one somewhere, and last couple of years, it had been in my flower bed with the sissy bar on the back. Do you know, I got a ticket for riding double on my bike. That is, Marianne. You know, even my grandkids, they just got a trampoline. They have a fenced-in backyard, and their parents will not let them go outside unless they are out there with them. Come on now. That's a little overboard. If you're in a fenced-in backyard, I mean, it's not a high fence, but it's still a fenced-in backyard where the kids aren't going to get out. So, yeah. Or if I let them out and I don't stay out with them, if I go in for something and then I gotta be careful. Make sure, you know, they pull up or something and, you know, forbid that they should be unattended for 2 seconds. But anyway, at least we didn't really have to worry about that then. Yeah, everyone's worried about offending people. It's like, come on, none of us is perfect, that's for darn sure. But you know, I couldn't help it. There's this young girl in our town, and she just always down on everything, always, you know, can put her point of view on the world and politics and what's right and what's wrong. And but nobody, you know, when people do that, I don't respond back or put my point of view on it. But she went to school with Brittany, and last night there was a post, and she said, I don't know what's going on with this world. It used to be Ugg boots and something else. Now it's these people buying fake food and plants that they're going to kill in a week. And, you know, I knew who she had it targeted at. You know, it's a small town. There's nobody else in town that knows what a darn piece of fake food is. And Brittany calls me and she goes, yeah, this is what she posted. So, you know, I don't respond to stuff like that. But, you know, when it's kind of a dig at your kid, I did. I went back on and I said, because one of Brittany's schoolmates said, well, what is fake food? Something like my kid plays with in its play kitchen. And she said, no, it's this stuff that why anybody would want leftover food sitting around and whatever. And so I did. Brittany got a little mad at me, but I took one of Brittany's best pictures and I said, Jordan, here we go. This is fake food. Isn't it beautiful? And yeah, it is. It's pretty. And some people just think that they can speak their mind and just run over other people and, you know. But, and the thing is, really like the girl, still like the girl, but I just wanted to post my opinion, and if that was wrong, that was wrong, but oh well, you can't convince anybody, but that's like me saying something about something I have no idea what it is, and just putting it out there, so. Played until dark every day, grew up in Eldridge, Iowa, surrounded by cornfields. Yep. Yeah, they'll say all kinds of things. And then when you finally have the nerve to pop back at them, then it gets real quiet. Especially when you kind of say how popular and how fast it's selling, which it is. But you know, people, I mean, you guys understand, but people have never understood the world of a crafter. They just haven't. It's foreign to them. They think we are sitting behind a card table at the local mall, trying, as my uncle says, peddling my wares. That's right, Donna. You got to stand the ground sometimes. That's why I never go to my personal Facebook page. But, you know. Okay, she's looking really good. I love how she's turning out. Now all I have to do is go around her with a little bit of black. And she will be done. And this isn't going to look really good until it's sprayed and it has tons of glitter. So remember that acrylic sealer we used last year? I had to go over to my house and find it. You're going to Florida May to November. Ew, why don't you go to Florida from November to March when it's cold? Oh, but you live in Texas, so you're never cold anyway. Samantha, did you take the job? Well, now Samantha's not even coming to see me. Marianne, we have the same mindset, don't we? Marianne agrees. November to March. Yeah, what part of Florida? Because I'm thinking about flying out to Panama City May 17th. My other daughter is going, her and her fiance, but they're driving, and they have 2 kids under the age of 2. I wonder why they invited me to come down with them on their vacation, and they're paying for the house by the ocean. And they call me and say, hey, Mom, you want to go to Florida? We'll pay for the motel. You know what's up with that? Doesn't that kind of, yeah, Marianne, you got it. It's like, I'm not stupid. I know what you're doing. The other side near Daytona Beach. Okay. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying there. So if I come, it will be for 3 days. And I'm not babysitting. I'm not going to say I won't, because I probably will while they go for a few hours. But no, don't even. I would rather stay at home and work a 120-hour job anywhere over sitting in Florida and babysitting. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can do it for a little while, but you know me, I have to constantly be busy, and I love my grandkids to death. I just don't want to be a babysitter. Oh. Just do it sometimes when I want to do it. Dusty, Panama Beach. Well, that kind of looks like she's got a cut in her head, doesn't it? Oops. So now oh, I know what I need. I need my modeling paste. Hold on. And the only reason I'm considering is because it's really cheap to fly right now. Your brother lives there? Dusty, let's go to Florida. Let's go to Florida. Marianne, your husband's gonna be gone anyway. He'll be in Florida. Why don't we all just go to Panama Beach or wherever that is and just get away for 3 days. Samantha can drive up from Daytona Beach. And you know what? The only reason I'm considering is because the airfare is so cheap. Brittany found tickets for $70 if I go to St. Louis. I don't like going the St. Louis way, but $78 one way. You guys want to go on a road trip? I know I could get Jamie to go. We can play. He's in a relationship. See? Marianne, you can go play for a little while too. Just 3 days. I'm not into all those days just laying around because I got to be busy. You guys want to go to Florida? And I'm totally serious. I am 100% serious. So we can go. Anybody want to go to Florida with us? Because Marianne's in, Dusty's in, Samantha's in. Who else? Let's just go to Florida and sit by the beach for 3 days. He's 2 blocks from the beach. Oh, Marianne. Yeah, I got a husband to sit at home with mine. Yeah, I would not kennel my dogs. That's why my husband can't go on vacation with me. Dusty, you want to go visit your brother? $78. Dusty, you got enough stuff that you can sell and it won't even dip into your expenses. You go live Monday night, sell $160 worth of stuff, and you got your airplane ticket. That's how I'm gonna do mine. I'm gonna go live and sell some stuff, and then I won't feel so bad taking money out of the account and going. So that's how I justify all my expenditures. I figure if I sit here and paint and sell it. Kathy, on May 17th, I don't have the exact dates, but it's going to be like May 17th through probably the 21st. It may be 4 days. Yeah. He does need to be home during the retreat for the dogs. He'll show up at the retreat. But you know what? I did tell him, oh, you're going to be there in July. Kathy, you want to go to Florida? Well, go there twice, Dusty. Go there and just stay for a month or 2. Yes, somebody asked. I am going to paint something on the other side. I just don't know what yet. So I want this one. The other one is turned more to the side so that if I have 2 of them sitting side by side, this one's a full on, and then this one is, here we go. So you can see them both together, and I'll hold them up because I'm about done. So see, aren't those stinking cute for just for a $5 decoration? Now what I will do is I will go around and I need some dark pink in there. So I need candy stripes. Oh, wow. He doesn't want you for a month or 2 visit. Marianne, are you? Oh, I don't think Marianne's talking to me because I ain't too far from Marianne. It's kind of cold here. She must be talking to somebody else about snow. Glitter and snowflakes. Yes, Sheila. It does need glitter and snowflakes, and we're going to put some stripes in here. Add a little something to it. Maybe I want to do the pink and gold. I gotta have some more pink. It's kind of chilly here. It was like 53 or 54 today. Anyway, so remember the big controversy going on over on the page about the price of wood? You guys, I really shouldn't tell you all my secrets. All my secrets that I say, because you will be meeting him and you're going to be so tempted to tell my secrets that, I don't know. You're going to all say, do you know what Terry did to you? Because with the increase of wood, when we went Sunday, I took a picture of the price of the wood, and it was $29.95 a sheet. A few months ago, we bought it for $14 a sheet. And then some of you were saying it is $40 a sheet here. It's higher in other places. Some places are completely out of wood. So I'm getting paranoid. I know we have quite a bit of wood. And I say, well, I was just online and they're all talking about how the price of wood is going up and some of them aren't being able to find it. And everyone's going out and they're saying that they're stockpiling and they're bringing, they're going back and getting as much wood as they can. And I had him all convinced that, I said, yeah, there's even a lady that, that said she would travel quite a ways to find wood. Because if I didn't say that, he's the kind of, oh, it's not going to go up that high or whatever. You guys, I got a trailer of wood today. He went and bought, he bought some other things, but he bought $1,500 of Menards of wood. And he's like, yeah, now where do you want me to put all this wood? And I'm like, yeah, it won't fit in his garage. So he had to go clean out the storage unit to put some wood. 50, see, I'm not lying, Kathy. It really is. Oh, Kathy, Sussex and Brainerd, they got several. Ugh. So see, I'm not lying, but if I wouldn't have kind of pushed him, he wouldn't have went and got wood today. And I mean, seriously, I'm worried that I need wood. I don't need as much wood as I used to, but I don't want to pay $56 for a sheet of wood. But what he said he did notice is we use CDX, which is the lower grade one-sided plywood that's sanded. So he got the better grade, the BX, I guess, at the same price as the stuff that's cheaper. So he was pretty happy, and now he's happy that he went and got it. But yeah, I kind of had to do some, you really got to go. Come on, take your shower. Please go. The it is true, the carpenters are buying it up because, you know, they got houses going up and it's getting hard to find. But I just had to push them a little harder saying, you know, it might not be there Saturday. You really need to go now. And so, really, Janet? Is that for the 1/4 inch? Well, good for you. You got barnwood. Somebody just had it on our buy-sell. They tore down a shed made out of barnwood, but I didn't get to it in time. And I really don't like painting on barnwood, but it's not bad when it's smooth, but I don't like the rough stuff. Guys, this is looking like one of those, what were those hard jawbreaker type candies that were striped? Really liking the color of this. And then, oh, you know what would be cute is if I could find some balls like this, paint them like this, wrap them in the cellophane and have it like a hard candy with the, oh, I just gave you guys a good idea. A beach ball, that would work. Okay, so you make it, it looks like candy on one side, like, you know, whatever. And then you can hang it in your Christmas tree. You put some cute little ribbon, the cellophane. Oh, that would be really cute. I can't mess up my globe, but that would be cute. I'll probably never have the time to do that. So any of you that want to do that, all you have to do is send me one and you can make all the others. Hint, hint, Janet. I want Janet to go live so bad and sell because I need something from Janet. She is such a good painter. And I guess the rabbit with the eyes sold, but love the rabbit with the eyes. Love the bee that she just painted. See, Kathy, I had to do the same thing to my husband, so I don't feel bad. I kind of felt bad there for a while thinking, okay, because I know I'm not going to be able to keep it a secret, and then I'm going to go tell, I'll probably end up telling him as well, but it's done. You know, he would have put it off, not because he didn't want to go buy it, just because he didn't want to take the time out of his day, but he had to go get a new exhaust fan for the bathroom anyway. And then I think he was feeling kind of bad because I really wanted the exhaust fan. They make exhaust fans with heaters in them. Shoot me now. I have to take baths to keep warm. And so he's like, okay, I'll go buy that one. And then when we were reading the reviews that you had to bring in a separate switch, he's like, yeah, I'm not putting a separate switch in and everything. I'm like, fine, whatever, you know. So I didn't get my heater in the exhaust fan, but I'm good on wood. So I'm pretty happy. Now I'm not so panicky feeling. Janet, you better go buy that wood at that price. I know, Dusty. What the heck? She won't even put it, she won't even put it on Wednesday post. Or she won't even give me a picture so I can say, oh, if you'll bring this in your suitcase, I will be forever grateful. So maybe she can do that when she comes to the retreat. Because I'd kind of like for everybody to auction their stuff off and then maybe I'd get something, but yeah, one of my goals in life is to own something that Janet has made. I think I've owned something from everyone. I've tried to buy from every single person. If I haven't, I'm sorry, and let me know because I've tried to buy from every person inside the group. And those are items that, you know, you can go to the store and buy those, but they're never the same. I still have my Christmas ornaments, not from when I was a kid because I wasn't into collecting them then, but like my son's first ornaments that my friend made me, or a lady in my exercise class made this elegant, kind of reminds me of what Tammy Pangelina makes, her mandala, which I do not own a mandala yet either from Tammy. I would love to have one though. I know I got your ornaments and I love them, but I really love those eyes. Those eyes were just, I've never seen eyes as good as those. And you could always, when your son comes to visit you, you could say, hey, take this back to Illinois, and when Terry comes down to St. Louis, she'll come by and pick it up. You know how much Janet would sell being on the marketplace? For those of you who aren't in the marketplace, you need to be in there because we have the best crafters ever. We just need to add Sandy and Janet in there. Oh, this thing turned out so cute. Now, I still got to give it some more pink, but I'm going to add a little bit of line work and then it's going to be done. And yes, I will always, well, I got a lot of your Christmas ornaments. I do have a lot. I didn't get a Christmas tree last year, but I got the ornaments. This year we're going to have a tree though, right here in the shop, and then I can put all those ornaments that I got from you guys on there. And then when I go live and stuff, I can talk about the ornaments. That is so cute. Deborah. Yeah, how do you Zoom then, Janet? Because you're pretty darn good on that computer. Can you, oh, I bet she's on her laptop. That's okay, she's coming to the retreat. She can paint something while she's there. I guess I shouldn't put these lines in before I do that pink. The pink, I'm sorry, actually did come out of a container, a gallon. So I do not have the color pink to tell you, being honest with you. So, not that I'm trying to hide the color, but I really don't know. But it is, oh, I do know. I do know. Let me take that back. I do know because it is cactus flower. Is that the one I said? Yeah, cactus flower. I just went to Home Depot and had it mixed. I took, you know, the lid off of the deco art. I really shouldn't say stuff like that, but I took the lid off and I went and I did not buy this in a gallon. I bought it in a quart. But it has such a pretty coral to it, more than a pink. I know. Janet's one of those people, I don't even know why she's in my group. It's like, okay. Like most of you, it's like, yeah, I don't know why you're here because you paint better than I do. But I'm glad you're here because I do enjoy looking forward to talking to all of you. So I will have to go in there because you can see through that paper. But she is so cute. Love it. And when I dust that with a bunch of glitter, it's going to look even better. Look at her. I love it. Okay, so I did give Frosty a name, but not her. So, you know what? Maybe if you do two of them, you might put them side by side and see if they match up because, oh, yeah, they match up. They can go this way. Now they both look the same. I was thinking one was lower than the other. So, yeah. Now, that one I'm going to leave like it is. I don't like the yellow, but I can't find my gold. So I will, once I find the gold, go over that again, and I think it'll look better with the gold than the yellow. But aren't those little globes cute? So these will be the first thing in my display for our upcoming Christmas